What's up? So of course, as you guys can see, I'm still traveling. It's my last day out here in Texas, so I hope you guys didn't get too attached to the background over here. But much like yesterday's video, I don't have a whole lot to work with here, so it's going to be a bit of a lighter video, but a very necessary video because I need your guys' help. But the glitch we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into here today is one that we brought up a few days ago, one that is insanely similar to a namestay here on this channel, and that is the star power and gadget glitches. A few days ago, it was discovered that we could swap the new gears after this rework, which it did get patched. However, maybe not all the way, which is where I need your guys' help because I put a good like 6 hours into trying to figure this out and I can't get it. So just to kind of catch you guys up to speed, the glitch in question is a gear glitch, specifically a swapping of the gears where you can place any given ability in the game on any brawler, and it was working functional a few days ago until Bonnie reared her head and destroyed the game for a few hours. After that maintenance break came out and they patched Bonnie so she no longer broke the game after using her super, the glitch went away, unfortunately. But an individual ended up reaching out to me a day after the glitch was patched and notified me that it still works, and I was like, what? So to demonstrate the glitch so you guys have the tools if you would like to help me after watching this video, and just to showcase that it still kind of works here. So we currently have Stu selected here, and the way that you would perform this glitch is really simple. Say you want to get the new Gene mythic gear on Stu. It should be a really good combination. Adding one tile of super to Stu's range is wild, absolutely wild. But what you would want to do is select a gear slot that you want to give Stu to from Gene. You want to double select, switch the gear out, so the damage gear, switch back to the mythic gear, and then all you have to do is go back to the friendly battle screen. As you guys can see, Stu has that mythic gear in the first slot, and it doesn't stop there. You can keep going with this. Say, you know, you want to mess around and get that other mythic gear we have in the game, Tick's mythic gear here. You would put it in the other slot, do the same exact thing, switch it out, and then back out, and then we have a Stu with both new mythic gears chilling here. It is crazy. Now this is all fine and well and very exciting. When I first saw this, I was like, yeah, okay, the glitch still works, of course, but it's only visual to a certain degree. When we hop into the game itself, the super doesn't gain any distance here, unfortunately. We are still dashing the same amount of distance as we would if we didn't have any gears at all on Stu here. So of course, it's definitely very unfortunate, but the thing about this is something is still happening here, though very discreetly. Where either on Brawlers, when you have the Gene's mythic gear equipped, we can see some actual distance being applied to the super shot here itself, the yellow marker that shows your next super, right? I feel like a brawler that's relatively easy to see this distant change is some of the longer ranged brawlers. So I'm not even really going to be utilizing these walls to measure our distance. What we're going to be using is our actual pin bubble there. So the super is reaching just that third dot on the pin bubble, but this is Colt without Gene's mythic gear here, just his normal range. And as you guys can see, we're still getting that visual glitch when it comes to the reload gear here on Colt, so that's also a good sign that maybe something is still working with these strange gear glitches, the gear swap glitch. Now if we apply the Gene gear here, we can actually see a noteworthy change to Colt's range, at least visually. So once again, the super reached just the third dot, just the beginning of it, and as you guys can see, the super now passes the third dot here, getting that added tile of range. And to be quite honest, this glitch from the beginning was a quite subtle one, especially compared to the star power and gadget glitches, where this one tile added range increase is very small, even for Gene. It's not that crazy good right now, if I'm being quite honest. But as you guys can see, something is happening here in friendly battles. Even if the glitch is patched itself, something is being performed here that if the glitch was patched, this shouldn't be happening. Now the other thing is, if we shoot, we don't get that added range that visual marker is showing us. We are keeping that original super range that Colt has all the time. It's just a visual thing. I've also tested this out with Tick's mythic gear on different spawnable brawlers in the game. You know, the theory would go if you were able to add a 1000 HP buff to your spawnable, namely Tick Super. You could also add that to like a Need-A-Bear or a Robo-Porter or a Pam Station, but none of that works. The only visible changes that we can see are from Jean's mythic gear. Another great example of something at least happening with this glitch can be seen from Stu here when utilizing Jean's mythic gear. Right now we have the star power that allows you to have a longer dash distance, and this is the dash distance that we should be used to here when utilizing that star power. When we do it, we go that long, about 4 different burn marks. But if we apply the Jean mythic gear, something kind of bizarre happens with Stu that at least shows us something is going down with this glitch still. So we have the same exact build equipped, the gadget as well as the star power, but this time when we have our range, as you guys can see, it shrinks. We still have the long dash distance star power here, and we'll still go that same distance, but the visual change once again, just showing that something strange is going on with this glitch still, even though it was patched. Isn't that strange? If we swap out Stu's gears here with Jean's mythic gear, something bizarre happens that I think is the main culprit for why this isn't really catching hold at the minute. So just to showcase, if we put on a speed gear as well as Jean's mythic gear here and swap it on over, gears that we had equipped before swapping to Jean's are still influencing certain things with the gear selection. As you guys can see, I'm trying to select the shield gear here, swapping it out, but it says I already have this gear selected. So it's almost like the Jean's gears were just kind of like a mask over the original gears that Stu had initially. But the other bizarre thing is Jean's gears are still taking hold. Just to demonstrate again, to be 100% certain, right now before we swap the Jean's gears out, we have a shield gear as well as a damage gear. If we swap Jean's gears out with these ones, speed as well as the mythic gear here, and we still get that pop-up that this gear is already selected in the other slot, you would assume that the gear that is already selected, giving us that notification, would be the gears that are taking place in the match itself. However, this is not the case at all, and what is also giving me a little bit of hope that this glitch still could be working. As you guys can see, we get the speed gear buff that Jean gave us. So if this is actually taking place, it should also be taking place for that Jean mythic gear on top of it. It's just super strange with not like too many consistencies, at least that I'm seeing here, trying to figure out some sort of mythic gear swap, because that's where most of the fun is going to come with this glitch in general. And just to showcase, as you guys saw before, we had the shield gear as well as the damage gear equipped before swapping Jean's gears. We do not have the shield gear equipped, nor do we get a damage buff when damage below to activate that damage gear that we had before. It's just super bizarre, right? That's why I need your guys' help. So of course, a little bit of a lighter video here today, but seeing that I am traveling, I felt like this was a great opportunity. Rather than just throwing this in as a segment for a Brawl News episode, I could pass this along to you guys, so at least I could get some more hands on this glitch, trying to test it out and seeing if there is a potential for this to actually work out, and we can have fun and experiment with abilities in the game. It feels like one of those things like we are reverting back to star power and gadget glitches, and knowing firsthand how much potential a glitch like that has for 1, fun, 2, amazing content, and 3, testing out brand new abilities in a very, very fun way when new brawlers come to the game. I felt like it would be a waste of an opportunity if we didn't try all the different avenues with this glitch to see if something is still working. But yeah, everyone, I think that's a good stopping point for this video here today. I wanted to catch you guys up to speed with this glitch and see if y'all can help me out, at least while I'm traveling here. But either way, hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars. I'll see you guys in the next video in my studio. And yeah, peace out. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.